here in San Marcos, California, at the Antique Village, and I'm in the booth of, what is your name, young lady?
Claudia Wedeking.
Claudia. Now, how do you spell your last name?
W-E-D-E-K-I-N-G.
Now, I was told through one of my spies here that you are a specialist in something called Day of the Dead. Is that correct? Is there any truth to that?
A little bit. I don't know that I'm an expert, but I love it.
Well, I said specialist.
Yeah,
and so
I love it.
What is, for those of us who do not know, and you may think it's impossible, but for those who do not know, what is Day of the Dead?
It is a celebration of past souls. Basically, that's it.
It's a celebration of past souls. I mean, so let's say if my grandfather were to die, would I celebrate his past soul, or would I celebrate past souls of people I don't even know? How is it celebrated?
Well, it can be, gosh, there's altars that people use and create, and
but whose souls are we
people that have passed, that have
anyone that's passed, or family members and friends.
Anyone you want to celebrate their passing. Yeah.
Now, is this a Mexican?
Yes, it is. So it's a Mexican celebration.
So it's not a Latin. It is Mexico. It's limited to just Mexico.
That's a good question. I don't really know.
Have you ever actually been in Mexico where they had one of these Day of the Dead celebrations?
No, I've been in other cities in California.
And what cities have you?
Tucson. San Diego does a celebration of Day of the Dead.
Do you know about when that is?
It normally starts, I think it's November 1st.
Okay.
I should know that.
So somewhere around November 1st in San Diego.
Yes.
Now, where in San Diego is that?
Well, let's see. Downtown, that's a good question, too. See, I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well,
because it's retaining all the information.
Okay, so somewhere in San Diego around November, they have the Day of the Dead celebration. Now, what is it that appeals to you so much about that specific celebration?
That's a really good question. I love the Latin art and folk art. So it all lends itself to that whole traditional. It's like, I'm not extremely religious. However, I love crosses, although I'm trying to find one right now because I've sold crosses and saints and skulls, skeleton skulls. That's all part of that Day of the Dead thing.
I see. I see. You have a very interesting. This is the Last Supper,
right?
Except they're all glittered.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I promise. But
well, how much does that sell for the Last Supper, where Jesus and the 12 apostles are all glittered up?
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
I know, I hadn't either. Actually, it's reduced to $39. Had been $65.
And
it was here. It was here at the holiday, and I haven't taken it down because I love the way it looks. But I
guess it does have sort of a festive.
And that's all that Latin home.
You would know the next day he was going to be hung on a cross. He looked so festive.
Yeah, so resurrection.
And so what about one of the older pieces that you have here? How old a piece do you have? Do you have a piece that's like 50 years old, 60 years old?
I'm sorry. I'm looking. I don't think I have anything. In my home, I do.
Okay. But we're here. So is there a particular item here that you are particularly fond of or you think would be representative?
Serapis. This, actually, you know what? This could be 50 years old.
So this is a serape that would be worn at a Day of the Dead?
It's a poncho. Well, not Day of the Dead necessarily.
But could it be worn at the Day of the Dead?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That's a whole dress-up thing.
And how much do you want for it?
That's a good question, too. Well, this is all old wool, and it's... and any of these old serape... There we go. What do we got on there? 75.
Okay.
Because it's vintage. It's in great condition. The colors are good.
Okay.
The moths haven't gotten to it. It's fabulous.
Okay. Well, we will stop at this point and take a picture.